good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am just so ecstatic tonight about what's about to take place on Saturday. I am really, really speechless, but you'll hear all about it on Saturday. Well, you say, Dr. Missy, what's taking place on Saturday? For the past 7 or 8 months, I have been coaching a group of women on how to write their stories. And I'm telling you, it's been a lot, but it has been pain because women have carried their pain. It's been powerful because they trusted me to release their stories. And they are courageous women. They are fearless women. You talking about Dr. Missy being fearless? These women are fearless women that rock. As a matter of fact, they are courageous women who find their strength during the storm. The process has taken place. They have been rebirthed. And these women are doing, hey, Kimberly, hey, Tania. These women are doing phenomenal things in the earth realm. They're doing phenomenal things. Even before I even came along, they were already doing it. But I guess what they say, when you get an ice cream and then you put like the whipped cream on, put the whipped cream on top. I'm gonna call myself put the whipped cream on top of the ice cream because they were already doing it. And what has happened is that this is Fearless Women Rock. They always ask me, what is Fearless Women Rock? If you have survived anything, if you have overcome anything, you are a fearless woman that rock. You might not have come through cancer, coma, car accident like I did. You might not have had a 3% chance of living like I did. Look at me. You might not have had a 47-day being in a coma like I did. But guess what? You may have had something in your life that you had to feel resilient about. You had to have something in your life that you feel like you overcome. And sometimes you might have had to have something that, you know what, I feel empowered, but I really can't bring it out. And you need somebody to help bring you out. Well, that person is me because I am Dr. Missy. I am the break free coach. I am the prevention strategist, and I am the lifestyle architect. Because what's going to happen, when you work with me, you're going to get all of that in the bag of chips. I don't have to say it. I got documentation. I got receipts. And I ain't paying nobody for no public service announcement. It's just the way it is when you work with me. So when you're working with me, this is what we created. I didn't create it by myself. I have a team behind me that supports me. You see my face all the time, but I have a whole team behind me that supports me, that believes in me. As a matter of fact, a person called me yesterday who was one of my coaches, and he said, you know what? I'm your number one stalker. And I was like, what do you mean I'm your number one stalker? Because you have overcome so much and you have helped women overcome so much. He said, you are inspiring so many people that you have no idea. And I just told him that it's the God in me. Yes, I'm a church girl. Yes, I'm a coachy girl. Yes, I'm a Church of God in Christ girl. But guess what? I don't be going on all them titles. That's just how I was raised. I'm just keeping it real. But I was raised up in the church, and I had mentors before me. Even before I had mentors before me, I had people who were veterans in this business that I built the stones up on what they were already doing. And guess what? It's going to be people who are going to be building their stones, their platforms, their speaking, their coaching up on the stones that I have created. And that is how the fearless women rock, how the courageous women tell their stories. So on Saturday, what they say in church, I ain't gonna be before you long. How the preacher say, I ain't gonna be before you long. They say, ha 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 ha. But he be before you long. Well, I'm not gonna be before you long. I just wanna invite you because tomorrow we are closing out. We are just about at like a centimeter at full capacity. And where's it gonna be? This is the start of the 6-city tour for the courageous woman. Find strength in their storm. And look at these ladies. I love them. We have laughed. We have cried. Oh my God, you have no idea what we have been through just to make this book come through. We've been through some things to make this book come through. But you know what? We locked arms because we don't let nobody be alone. We don't drop nobody. They're coming from the East Coast. They're coming from the West Coast. People are even flying in for the book launch. How did it happen? Well, they said, Dr. Missy, we want a book launch. And yeah, if y'all know me, y'all know I don't be playing no games about what I do. I said, well, let's do it. So I set up the book launch. And it's only right and befitting because I'm just straight up out of Detroit, and it's only befitting that I have the official kickoff tour for the Courageous Woman That Rocks, yes, tour in Detroit on January 26th, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Like they say in church, we ain't gonna hold you long. I'm sorry, that's the church girl in me. And we ain't gonna hold you long. We're not taking no offering, but we are going to get a book. Let me say it again. We're not taking no offering, no tithes, and no 10% and no offering, but we are suggesting that you get a book for admission. Because guess what? In this book, the press releases has been sent out. Thank you to Pam Perry. Thank you for Alvin Johnson, people out of DC. People out of Detroit, they have blown this thing out the water for the press release for this event that's taking place. I'm just going to tell you some of the titles. We have a young lady. Well, I'm going to tell you my title. This girl has a call. I'm going to say how I think they would say it. This girl has a calling on her life, so you better leave her alone. Dr. Missy Johnson, author and lead facilitator. Can you relate to that? Do you know someone who has a call in their life? You better leave them alone. Next, Face to Face with Fear. How to Overcome Fear by Carla Miles. She has a powerful, oh my God, she has a powerful thing about fear. Fear, I can't tell you because you got to come, but powerful. Tanya Bankston, But I'm Not Crazy. You know, people say, oh, she's so crazy. I know y'all got friends say, oh, she's so crazy. What's really wrong with her? She crazy? No, But I'm Not Crazy. You have to hear her story. Then you have Denise Cochran, a financial analyst, Nothing Left to Lose. Okay? Some coins. I'm just going to give you a hint. Some coins. Financial analyst, Nothing Left to Lose by Denise Cochran. We have by Michelle Curtis Bailey out of New York, The Woman in the Mirror. Grace all on her. But when you have to look in the mirror, when you've been a church girl all your life, grace and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. But then you have to look up in the mirror. That's by Michelle Curtis Bailey. Then you have The Evolution of a Woman by Martha Dodd, who was raised by Cuban parents. But to hear her story and what has happened to her in her life and in church, you got to hear her story. Then you have Kimberly. She's out of Jackson, Mississippi. Yes, we're making a stop on Jackson, Mississippi. Yes, we coming to Jackson, Mississippi, from victim to victorious. Kimberly's story is so powerful. Some church stuff in there. I'm going to leave it like that. But from victim to victorious. Then you have Stacy A. Jackson Smith out of California. That's right. We making a stop in Compton, Oakland, California, and Sacramento. Or maybe Oakland and Sacramento. That's in June. The Other Side of Fear. Unwavering Faith. Then you have From Raging Storms to Peaceful Waters by Whitney Johnson. Whitney is a minister in Jacksonville, Mississippi. That's on our stop next month in February. So if you know anybody in Jacksonville, Mississippi, Jacksonville, Florida, please let them know. She's a millennial minister, and she hot like firecrackers. The girl got a word up in her, and she's so cute and she's so beautiful. But guess what? She has some raging storms. How many people you know that live up in church we have a raging storms? Well, Whitney gonna tell you some things in the book. From Cancer to Comeback, How My Faith Made Me Whole by Lisa Yvette Jones. You know, that's Detroit's own. Denise is of Detroit's own. Lisa Yvette is Detroit's own. And she's talking about how faith made her whole. She is a warrior. She is a unstoppable warrior, Lisa Yvette Jones. So you have to hear her story. You know, we all be all glammed up and prettied up and everything, but you got to hear her story, not from my mouth, but look, because I'm not going to be telling their story. You got to come because you're going to hear their story there. Then you have Mama said there will be days like this. Livonia Pyramid. She has worked up under three presidents, three Democratic presidents she has worked up under. Reverend Jesse Jackson is another person she has worked up under, but she has worked up under former President Obama. She worked for Jimmy Carter, and she worked for President Clinton. There's some powerhouse women up in here. But when she talks about her story coming up, okay, I can't let it slip, but she done had some stuff. And it make you understand some things. But she said Mama was said that there would be days like this. And then you also have, I just keep stuff around my phone ringing. Then you also have Insecurities by Brenda Puckett. She gonna bust it wide open because you know what? I'm just gonna say one word. What they say? What's the one word for the year? Her title is Insecurities, Brenda Puckett. And I know that I know all the stories, but her story is so powerful. Let's just say unveiling the mask. How about that? And she gonna keep it real. And I love all these ladies. And the last one we have in this chapter is Never Give Up, Starting Over After 50 by Siobhan Wright out of California. So I'm just going to leave her title alone. Y'all can figure that stuff out, but you have to hear her story. And her story is starting all over after 50. In life, if you keep on living, you're going to start all over. It's the government shutdown. Sometimes folks will shut us down in our life. Sometimes you just feel shut down all by yourself because somebody done died, something that happened, a relationship that got all messed up, whatever the situation is. Sometimes you just feel like you just been on a shutdown. But one thing that I do know, that I am built for this. Somebody said, well, Dr. Missy, how can you do all this? Because you know what? I have an automotive background. And I am built for this. I didn't work up under Henry Ford for nothing. I'm just gonna say I didn't work for Ford Motor Company for all these years for nothing. One thing that I know, that even though all the trials and tribulations and everything that I've been through, I was embarrassed by it. Guess what? Even in my book, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Please support these ladies when we come to your city. We still, just because we wrote a book don't mean that we still don't go through. Yes, we do. We have been faced with humiliation. I'm just going to tell you some of the things. Some people have shamed us in our own family. Why did you write this book? Some people are embarrassed. I'm keeping it real because we wrote this book. Some people say, oh, that ain't nothing but a lie because we wrote this book. Embarrassed, shame. Some people feel guilt. Do you know that some of the family members have not even purchased the book from their family members because whatever they feel? And I told them, I said, you know what? At the end of the day, when you answer to God, He going to answer your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your husband. He going to answer to you. What did you do for you to break through? What did you do to do the work that I have for you to do? That's what He's going to answer to you. So when I say fearless women rock, we are a rock for real. We hold each other up. We gird each other up. Even with me. Yes, you see me. You see me without hair. I bet y'all take a bet. If I'm gonna come with hair or not on Saturday, let's do that for a round. Or maybe I might have both. Who knows what I'm gonna have? Because you know what? I'm fearless. And guess what? And I own myself. I'm a boss. I'm the master of my own ship. But these women have poured out. I'm not saying everybody falls up under the category. Nobody didn't buy that book. I'm not saying that. But they have carried this thing inside of their womb for 10, 5, 15, 20 years. And they entrusted me, Dr. Missy, to share just a piece of their story. And I am just so honored. I am just so grateful to share these women to the world. Because guess what? In all my years of coaching, all these degrees up in my house, all these certifications that I have, nobody really gave me a platform to speak to the nations, to speak to the world. So what I'm doing, the reason why I'm going on this tour, so they will have the opportunity to speak to the cities, speak to the countries, and speak to the continents. I'm not doing it by myself because documentation beats conversation. And I want them to know, not just by my story, but by their stories, that they are going to change the world. So yes, again, I'm not going to be before you long. I am closing out Let the Church Say Amen on January the 26th from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m., 25900 Greenfield That's in Oak Park, Michigan, Suite 326. We would love to see you there. And I'm telling you, tomorrow is going. Okay, we are going. I guess we are going to shut it down. How about that? How are we going to shut it down? Because I'm just about at full capacity, but I ain't shutting it down in a negative way, like what's going on out there. But I'm shutting it down because we're going to be at full capacity. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everyone who has bought my book, Fearless Faith, Life After Cancer, How to Survive a Life Tsunami and Win. And come and get your book. We also have a private reception, a gourmet reception, if you want to take place. And that is also just for a small investment, so you can have something, yummy for your tummy. But we're also going to have a free high overview how to become a best-selling author, because I'm a #1 best-selling author on the books that I have published up under my publishing company, Be Fearless and Be Free. Again, Dr. Missy signing off. Let the church say amen. Thank you for everyone that's coming. And please, can you please keep us lifted? This is not a social media platform, even though I know how to teach that, which I'm going to be teaching that. Y'all hear about that. Email marketing, branding, all of that. Oh, I got you on that. Please understand, I got you. I'm going to work with you if you want to, if you make the investment. We will work together. But what I want you to know, that this is a book of courage. And it takes courage for the women to tell their stories. I had to love on them. We loved on each other. So please support them in Detroit, in Jacksonville, Florida, in Atlanta, Georgia, in Brooklyn, New York, in Washington, D.C., in Jackson, Mississippi, in Sacramento, in Oakland, California. And you never know, we might pop up on you. We might have to say like pop-up shop. We might pop up on a city like you. Or I might pop up. Just let me know. But thank you again for the support. Thank you for supporting the ladies. And please keep us in your prayers. We need your continued prayers as we go on this journey, as we go from state to state. But again, Straight Up Out Detroit is launching in Detroit. Fearless Women Rock LLC presents Courageous Women Find Strength in Their Storm. Get your book at a discount price only at the workshop on Saturday, 25900 Greenfield, Suite 326. And thank you again for everyone, all of my team players, and all the people who have volunteered, people who have done in-kind gifts. A special shout out to Pam Perry, to my editing team, to Sylvia Hubbard. I just have to shout out to them, to my editor, Gloria. I just want to send a shout out to them, to Melody, my graphics artist, and all the other team members in the background. If I forgot your name, charge it to my head and not to my heart. I'll see you on Saturday. This is Dr. Missy signing off. Have a fantastic, fantastic evening. And remember, fearless women and men, because my husband rock too, and sons, and my aunties, they all rock too. My courageous women, I love each and every one of them. And we will see you on Saturday, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Thank you so much. Bye, Carla. Okay, let me say, Carla. Okay, all the replayers. Hey, let's put a song, Bad Mama. We the Bad Mama Gemma. This is fine as we can be. That's us, okay? Carla, hey, Jay Renee, Denise. I just want to say hi to some people. Yes, so I can't say none about my team. Arnisa, Brenda, and Simone. And I got a hype person, Tiffany. Look, we're going to get turned up, okay? Y'all might see, y'all just don't know. You just got to be in the room. Hey, Judy. Hey, Arnisa, Herbert, Nadine. I just want to say hi. T, Val, Cora, Dr. Finch, you my heart. Brian, to Neil, to all my replayers, Lisa, and to all my coaching clients, thank you for working with me in 2018. It's bigger and better in 2019. I love you all. I'm Jerry Renee, I love you. And to everybody, I'm just a person of love, but don't get it twisted, because I will, because you already know how I go, because I want the best out of you. I'm going to pull the best out of you. Dr. Missy signing off. I love you, God. I love you all. Fearless women round. Go get your blessing. It's your time. Yes.